Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back again. Yeah, it's been a while since we spoke. As you can see, there's been a few changes. No hair, no beard. Had to clean up. I was looking a little bit like a bushman, or at least I was looking homeless at least. So yeah, been an interesting couple of days. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about day seven. Day seven essentially was um, we're going to be leaving from Swellendam on the way to Heidelberg. The walk itself was about 51 kilometers, if I remember correctly. According to Google, it's going to be around about 11 hours, but I always added an extra hour for lunch break, obviously, or my appropriate breaks in between. But yeah, so the night before when I arrived in Swellendam, I was staying at my host, Chris Nolan Prince, him and his wife's home. Very beautiful home. Thank you again. There was a little bit of an eatery, and we had quite a bit of the section members and priests and so forth. So it was nice getting to meet everybody. And again, they also signed the stick as you saw last time around. So I've met quite a few people. It was interesting. The house was so warm. It was so beautiful. The funny thing is, it was load shedding. Right, I got there and it was going to be load shedding. I think around 10 o'clock that evening. Yeah, and people didn't want to go home. They were still chilling. Like everybody knew it was going to be load shedding, and they knew that they had to obviously get home before the street lights go out, or they didn't want to drive or walk home at night. But they were still just chilling. It was such a homely, such a warmly atmosphere, such a warm experience, man, such a warm home, you know. And I love it when I'm at people's house when you can clearly see that this is the house where all the shit happens. You know, this is the house where there's always the prize, where everything always happens. This is like the spot kind of thing. So when it was load shedding and everybody eventually did go home, we even sat, me and Nolan, we even sat in the kitchen with the little, LED lights on. And we were just sitting, discussing and spoke or so. I was supposed to go sleep. I was supposed to obviously get rest. I was supposed to obviously heal my feet, all of that jazz. But it was just nice to actually sit and meet. And again, this was my main motivation when everybody always asked me like, why didn't I just stay in Airbnbs? Why didn't I stay in hotels or whatnot? Obviously, the money was a massive deciding factor, but the people was the number one drawing card. Drawing card. I don't know if that's right or not. Saying, but getting to meet the people, getting to actually stay with people, getting to experience like the locals, if I can say it like that. Do you know how lekker it was, how nice it was to meet people and to see our congregations, not just congregations, but how people are. These smaller communities, right? They really are just that. They are communities. For us here, centralizing Cape Town, we have cars, but we don't visit. We live next door, but we have high walls and electric fence and all of this. Our children don't play outside in the streets. I speak under correction. Maybe some of you live in areas where your kids are still playing outside in the streets, but not here in my area. You don't see it anymore. You don't see children playing um, soccer, cricket, girls playing what's it? What's skipping rope? You don't see it anymore. Everybody's either online or yeah, we just support it. We don't have a community sense. So for me, I wanted to experience like the locals, man. I wanted to stay in their homes and just understand how it is from a spiritual side of things, right? Um, the way the smaller community congregations came together, the way the humbleness of their faith, the way they practice, it made me stop and reflect and look back at myself a lot, a lot. And me and Nolan, we ended up having quite good conversations about spiritual things, and obviously being a minister going forward. But yeah, eventually we ended up backing off, going to sleep. Needed to get some rest because the next morning again I would be up 5 o'clock. So the next morning comes and okay, they organize me a cup of coffee and whatnot, and we sneak up because the kids are still sleeping. And we get into the car, and his wife is there also in a onesie. In a onesie, she wants to go with for the drive. And I mean, thank you very much again. Your home is beautiful. You are beautiful. The food was. I wish I could have had more food. I'm sorry I couldn't eat as much because, as you know, um, yeah, the diet. But next time. But so yeah, we end up getting in a car and they drive me where they stay. It's kind of a little bit on the inner side of the inner suburbs of Swellendam. So they drive to the outskirts, to the border, if you want to say, to get back onto the N2. But this is their nature. They are so caring and so concerning and so loving, right? That they whole time in the car asking, "Are you gonna be alright? Gaan jy alright wees?" That's Afrikaans for "Are you going to be alright? Are you gonna be alright? Are you gonna walk okay? Do you have enough this? Do you have enough that?" They were so concerned that they really were wanting to drive me further and further, like into my trip. I literally had to tell him nope, 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 and almost forced him to let me out because, again, as I said, I didn't want to cheat because already felt bad about missing out. Or I felt bad about the other day when I didn't finish the walk in Pearly Beach. So I wanted to be as faithful and to you guys as possible. So nevertheless, they dropped me off at around quarter past, almost half past 5, and I get out on the N7, on into, excuse me. And it's dark, and again, no cars, and I'm carrying this bag again, and I hated the bag. But I'm in good spirits, man. I got good music at my friends, all Bluetooth me the day before. I got good music, some uplifting music, some track bangers, from my back in the days. It was up. Shout out was up. Yeah, so I'm walking on, and I'm in good spirits, and the day started off well, man. It pained me to leave them, but nevertheless, I understand that obviously I wish I had more time to spend, but I needed to do this within my allotted time. And as I said again, I needed to leave early so that I could be there. According to Google, as I said, it was about a 12-hour walk, so I would end up being in Heidelberg around 5. That was the goal. So I continued walking, and I was doing good until about 2 hours later, just around past 7 to 8. I got a message. Oh no, I lie. On my music, my music player on my phone works to such a way that any voice notes that comes through on WhatsApp, for example, the voice notes automatically save to your audio files as an audio file, and then it automatically forms part of your music playlist. So I'm listening to my songs and I'm all jazzed up and singing and whatnot, and there comes this voice note from my daughters. It wasn't specifically for this trip, it was actually a while before I left. They had sent a voice note for me and my wife, just wishing us good night. They were gonna go sleep because we were out, and just saying good night and I love you and whatnot. But I'm telling you guys, for somebody, for being away from your family is not an easy thing. The weird thing is, we complain about them when they are here, because my children are always up in my place. I can never watch a movie properly on my own or anything like that. They're always there. Moms will always say about how children will never let you even have a shower in peace because they're always there in the shower, in the bathroom when you want to do your business or anything. So regardless of what you may think about how you want peace and quiet, the moment you are away from family, it hurts. The moment you don't see them, the moment you can't hug them or greet them or anything. WhatsApp video calls is not the same. So as this happened, there was a park up, a stop, a rest stop along the roads. If for those of you that have driven the N2, you know that there's little picnic park off stops, pull offs along the N2 where you can there's tables, normally like little veranda or covering where you can relax under and have a sandwich or whatnot. So I pulled over there, well, not pulled over, I stopped, I walked over there, and I put my bag down. My feet was killing me, so it was a good point to also rest. But I missed my children. And again, I'm telling you, it's difficult. This walk was difficult because of the physical constraints on the body, or the physical requirements on the body, right? It was hard on the mind because, like I said before, and this was to show obviously all the naysayers and the negative nannies, that yes, it's possible to do it. This was for me, um, personally, I've dealt with my mental health um, for a long time. I'm stressed out, under pressure, as you can imagine, with the 3 years that we've been having, or 4 years that we've been having, the financial pressures, the stress of my marriage, the just all around bitterness. So this was heavy and taxing on me already. So that's what this walk was for me personally, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, it hit me. As I said, I did this for my wife, love her, but also I did this for my children. Um, I wanted to show my eldest, put put your mind that you can do it. But I didn't expect it to be so difficult being away from them. I phoned home. I spoke to my mom also. Yeah, yeah. Again, shout out to mom. She constantly messaged and checked in on me. Why is it now? Where are you now? What are you doing? I told her, no, this is what I'm doing, where I am, man. And I was sad. I was heartbroken, guys. But again, she gave me a word. She said, don't worry, just push on. They will meet you at the end. They will see you at the end. But they are watching you. Everybody's watching you. So I pushed on. At this point, Nolan, so Nolan works out on the road. I don't know if I can say his employer, I don't want to say too much. But yeah, he works out on the road. So he's driving up and down in his works bakkie. Okay, I hope I'm not saying anything. But so he asked me, and I was like, hey, how are you doing? Where are you? And again, this just shows the caring nature of this man. I mean, we literally met the night before, and here he is checking in on me like as if I'm one of his kids. The loving nature, and I was like, stop stressing so much. Don't worry, I'm okay, I'm okay. But the more I'm saying to the boy, he's like, why is it now? Where are you now? How are you doing? What can I do? What can I do? And I tell him, nah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm walking. And I tell him I'm just past mile marker, so and so and so. Not even a half an hour later, this little white bucky pulls up next to me, and it's him and his colleague. And they're like, you know what? They're on their way to Heidelberg, which is my destination. I say, you know what? Give me your bag. Can we take your bag? Can we take some of your stuff? Can we take it on? Can we go to your destination there on that side? And I'm first arguing and I'm saying, no, no, no. And he's like, you know what? Give me your stuff. Because clearly you are also in pain because I told him, my back and my legs and so forth. So they eventually, after a lot of back and forth, we decide I'm going to break the bag in half. The cool thing about my bag is that you can zip off the front part. So the back body you can zip take off, and then there's a smaller bag like a backpack that you can zip off. So I take the backpack and he gives me like some apples and some things and some fruit and like fruit juices, not fruit juices, like Powerade and so forth. And him and his colleague, they drive on to Heidelberg. So at this point, I've already walked about 5 hours, so it's around 11 o'clock, almost 12 o'clock lunchtime. So he pops off, and I tell him, you know what, this is the contact number for Sister Lanisha Willemse. Now, this was my contact point for Heidelberg. Now, she doesn't live in Heidelberg. She actually lives in Riversdale, which is the next town on. But through her work, she was able to organize accommodation at Heidelberg Hotel. So I gave him a number and she phones her and he's like, you know what, I've got Lucian's bag. Where can I come drop it? Where can we take it? And she's like, no, you can take it straight to the hotel. So he goes to the hotel and he drops it off in my room. And won't this bugger send me a video of the hotel showing me, okay, here's your bag, this is how your hotel room looks, here's the food that I bought you. All this while I'm in the middle of my struggles. I'm like, dude, really? I'm at the moment I'm walking and you're showing me, okay, this is how it's gonna look, this is how it's gonna look. It's, yes, it's motivation, but yes, it's it's motivation, but it's also it's like God damn it, really, man? You know? But I'm thankful, I'm grateful. He took it to the hotel, and I was able to walk. And again, shedding most of the load, getting rid of most of the weight. I was able to walk obviously quite faster and pick up my pace, and I could continue. So the rest of the walk along the N2 is not really much. There's a few putts, farm stalls. There's a few farms, obviously beautiful scenery once again. I'll try to post as much video as I've taken from that day's walk. But it's just basically ups and downs and ups and downs. And I'm telling you again, guys, huh, I never want to see a hill ever again. I never want to see a hill ever again. But I continued walking, and I remember I still ended up walking past, what's it, Buffelsjag Rivier Correctional Facility. Now, at this point, I'm tired. I'm walking and I'm walking slow, but I see the sign that says Buffelsjag Rivier. Now, I'm not going to try to translate that. That's Buffalo Chase River. Yeah, I'm not going to try, but the correctional facility, I see it and I'm like, okay, this is a this is a prison. I'm not gonna stop here. And I continue. I suddenly get my second win and I continue walking on forward, further on and so forth. So on. I continue walking on, and again, it was really cool walking. I saw quite a few farm stalls, as I said. And there was one point where again I was a little bit down, but you know like when you listen to music and you get these uplifting things, these moments, and then little signs that says keep on, keep on. At this point of downwardness, I remember I saw a sign that says vorentoe, which basically means advance or go forward, going forward. And I see the sign that says vorentoe, and I remember standing there and I just thought, thank you. And I continued walking on. I remember walking. There was a what? I actually wrote it down. Waykral Tent City. Waykral Tent Camp. Tented Camp. I googled this when we came back because as I said, I love being outdoors. I want to go there again. But I remember seeing the beautiful scene. There was this tented camps in the middle of this massive field. I can only imagine now waking up in that area, in that quiet, in that peace, looking over those fields, massive, massive fields and hills. Oh, guys, I need a holiday again. I need a holiday again. But at this point, I continued, and then Lanisha popped up next to me. I remember seeing her. She drove past in this black SUV with a friend of hers from work, and it was so cool. Again, just the support and just just to come say hello, because again it's lonely, it's tiring walking alone. But I remember seeing her, she pulled up next to me, driving next to me, hooting and telling me, I got you, you sorted, this is what's waiting for you. It gave you assurance, it gave you peace of mind. It does actually give you peace of mind. It actually is liquor. That's an African word, guys. Um, but yeah, so this was around about the Blue Crane farm stall. Now the Blue Crane farm stall is the first sign that says Heidelberg, because it literally says Blue Crane farm stall, Heidelberg. To see that, to know that you are within distance. And I was making good time. This was like literally about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock the afternoon. Yeah. I'm walking and it's about another 10 k's outside of Heidelberg. I finally get to Extien Street. I remember that was the main road. There's a engine garage. Forgive me, I hope I'm not remembering correctly. But I come into Heidelberg and I turn down onto this main road, and this main road is wide, firstly, which is like weird, but the roads are sandy. And I remember thinking, like, it really did feel like a farm community because as I walked in, there was John Deere tractors and farm equipment everywhere, and lots of these farm equipment stores. So I'm walking and I'm looking and I look on my phone and I'm trying to find out where the hotel is because I know it's supposed to be on the main road. But anyway, Google says, go left, go right, go left, go right. And it leads me through some back roads. And I'm telling you, there were some dodgy roads in the back of this community that I had to walk through. But I remember coming through past this school, this rugby field where the children were playing. And again, flashbacks to when I was like on high school still playing rugby. With the yellow sock that you pull up till here and that orange and blue striped sweater that all the rugby boys used to have, the Boland colors. It was really nice. I could see myself living in that area. So I got into the main road where the hotel is in and I continued up and there was this beautiful boutique hotel which looked like Cecil. Um like an old petrol station type of memorabilia that was all made together, but like this really cute kind of hotel kind of thing, man. It's really, really beautiful. There was arts and crafts. The one main road, Exit Road, was more agricultural, but the road where the hotel is in, there was arts and crafts. There was an art store. There was museums. There was this dairy store, cafe. There was a lot of cafes around. There was a lot of B&Bs. I saw a sign that says that there was going to be a pumpkin festival that weekend, that day that I was, or that weekend that I was there actually. The next day, the weekend. A pumpkin festival the next morning. And that's why the place was so packed. I walked up the main road, walked past this beautiful church. I think it was the NG Kerk, if I'm not mistaken. And Absa, there's always an Absa, the old Absas. And then the hotel on my left hand side. I walk up into the hotel and I come into the hotel. And the hotel is this beautiful time capsule. Wooden floors that creak as you walk through. The solid wooden frame door frames. It felt like those old high schools that you used to get back in the days. It felt like a haunted mansion kind of thing. No offense, no offense. It's a beautiful hotel. If any of you ever on that side of the world go stay there, it's beautiful. Quite affordable actually also. So I come into my room and the room, small one bedroom obviously. Just a room and the bathroom. Weirdest thing ever. The room is carpeted with this nice plush grey carpet, but the carpet goes into the bathroom. Like the carpet is around the shower, like you get out of the shower, smack bang on the carpet, and carpeting around the toilet. Now I'm thinking like, yo, if you spray, mist, that's on carpet. That's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I got there around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Good time actually. So I go downstairs, I get undressed, put on some, casual clothes, and I go downstairs, and I go and survey the hotel. And again, hotel is beautiful. Time capsule. I go into the restaurant. The restaurant also has got these old photos. It's got this wooden paneling. It's got this dark green leather chairs. It's reclined. There's fireplace over there. I go around the corner, there's the cafeteria. I look at the beautiful entrance where I come outside. They have a veranda where you can sit upstairs, you can sit on the balcony, beautiful spacing. Downstairs, but it's more closed off at the bottom where you can also sit and you can walk around. I was hoping to walk around in the area, but unfortunately, again, I was tired, I was sore, didn't want to. So I go around the corner and I find a bar. Now, I'm sorry, don't judge me. I was tired, I was depressed, I was sad, I'm supposed to see my family. So I go there and I go order some food. And I'm thinking, bugger it, we're already at day 7. Day 7, yeah? We're already at day 7. I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna treat myself, because I've been doing good. I've been surviving. I'm basically, besides the sore feet, I'm managing. So I go to the hotel, the bar, and I'm like, "Do you guys serve food? Where do I order food?" And he's like, "No, you can order food here." So I'm like, "Oh, it's sweet." So I ordered me a cheeseburger, proper cheeseburger with proper burgers, not that store bought 1 centimeter burgers. This proper fat patty that they make themselves. Cheeseburger and a beer. Okay, 2 beers. I ordered and I had it, and I'm telling you guys, zoete water, sugar water. Yeah, my mom got on my case for that, but nevertheless, was what was needed. I went up to my room. They brought the meal up a few minutes later. I sat there and I was watching TV. They literally only had 5 channels on this DSTV. They actually had an Mnet decoder in the room. That's how old school that place was. But I decided to take the time. As I said, I was there 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So I decided to take the time because again, 8 o'clock would be load shedding that night. So I took the time, got done, packed with everything, had a rest, made my time because according to my phone, the next morning when I leave, 5 o'clock would be load shedding. So again, I wanted to leave a little bit early the next morning in order to can get out of the area before the load shedding. I didn't actually want to walk in the dark, dark, dark. So yeah, that was basically it. But Heidelberg, beautiful area. I wish I could have explored. I met so much people there that were there for the weekend for the pumpkin festival, but I missed out on that. But yeah, so that basically concludes day 7. To Nolan, to your wife, thank you. People of Swellendam, thank you. To the people of Heidelberg, never got to meet any of you, besides the barman and the guy who checked me in at the hotel. Didn't get to meet you guys. To Lanisha Willemse, again, thank you for organizing me such a beautiful place to sleep. I think the fact that there was nobody there to meet me was actually a little bit of a blessing because I kind of felt that night I needed the peace and quiet. I needed to be alone. But yeah, for now, that's where I'm going to end it. It's a bit long, but thank you again for those that are listening that have joined us. I will try to post again the next one as soon as possible. Okay, for now, all the best. Have a great afternoon, guys. Love you all.